Hello everyone and thank you for joining with us. So Sarah and I will be talking about language, literacy and multiliteracy in a play-based setting. This is our mind map that shows all the elements. So what really is language literacy and multiliteracy? Language development in children is a process through which they can comprehend and communicate through speech. Literacy in early childhood is learning about sounds, words, and language. And as a teacher, we can support early literacy by communicating, reading, and facilitating play-based curriculum. On the other hand, emergent literacy occurs when children explore reading and writing experiences. For example, a child can begin to write or draw things, hold a book, and recognize some letters and sometimes sound. Multiliteracy is the theory that enables children to express themselves and use literacy in different modes that make children feel comfortable.
Our center follows play-based curriculum, and it is a curriculum that allows the children to explore and develop many skills in a set environment where we supervise, consider children's interest, and turn play experiences into learning moments. Play is the key component, and your child will develop their language, emergent literacy, and multiliteracy through play-based experiences. As a teacher, we will create a literacy-rich environment and set experiences by taking into consideration of their age and their ability, which will encourage child-directed play and engage them to learn new things or practice new skills. For instance, we can set up an attractive reading corner where they can choose books independently, trace letters and alphabets, a table for drawing and writing with various materials, recognize their name, letter matching game, etc. According to Montessori, children learn best by doing and through repetition. When children play, they constantly use receptive and expressive language. When they engage in play, they create make-believe stories. They discuss their role and about the objects and the directions. During play, they correct each other using language. They learn about situation around them, try out all the ideas that have been tried. They engage in social interactions involving language that children experience during play helps construct their literacy knowledge. For EAL children, play is a way to build their language skills by singing rhymes and songs, playing word games, reading aloud storybooks, and more.
Children's language and literacy takes place in everyday activities and through interactions with people around them, including their family, peers, educators, and a greater community that occurs in a social setting, not in isolation. So when children are in group and interacting with others, they develop connections and greater chances of being an effective communicator and opportunities for diverse ways of knowing, thinking, doing, and being, which shapes their overall social development.
Language and literacy are encouraged as social acts. Learning is a social process, so children need to learn about the social life of society, and children gain that knowledge through language and emergent literacy. As a teacher, we have a huge role to introduce the social aspects through learning experiences. And in everyday practices, we will reflect on First Nation peoples and the diverse community in Australia. For instance, we will read Dreamtime stories or stories from different cultures to the children, acknowledgement of country, talk about the totems, and create symbols in a sand tray or facilitate play experiences in nature or with natural materials. That way we will help the children to build connection with the other cultures and develop their language and literacy skills.
Our environment facilitates social interactions that allows opportunities for children to explore and use literacy through their daily experiences, routines, and play. We are a play-based learning that encourages children to interact with peers using different modes of languages. In my own philosophy, I emphasize in creating a respectful and nurturing environment where children can develop their full potential, benefit on equal opportunity, and foster inclusion and linguistic diverse environment. So we use text or words in different languages. This can be in books, songs in music, stories, visuals in a room. Also, creating opportunities for children to speak their home language. We would encourage children to share their home language to others or read a book in children's home languages. This will promote their sense of identity and confidence. And not to forget the environmental print. Visual prints, signs, and words that children see every day in the environment helps the children to recognize symbols and make meaning of the world. like for example a stop sign or an exit sign.
According to theorists, we have agreed that a play-based curriculum and multiliteracy-rich environment are associated with the development of your child's language and emergent literacy skills. Piaget believed that children understand any concepts by engaging in play. The child-guided play offers the natural way for children to express ideas. Children learn by watching and imitating situations around them. Piaget believed learning through trial and error enhances a child's cognitive abilities. Fellows and Oakley explained that the provision of real experiences such as growing plants, cooking, making things, and craft work significantly contribute to children's language development. Vygotsky believed children develop language skills and grasp new concepts as they speak to and listen to each other. According to these theorists, children learn most by performance, not by the prompt.